2 days ago, I spoke about the vision that I had of the Lord warning me of his return. The day after and yesterday, I had another 2 encounters back to back that I want to share. Now, on the 3rd of January, I was in my car worshiping to Upper Room's End of the Year, day 2. I don't know, there's just like an anointing on that day. I was listening to that set and I could just hear heaven. I don't know what it is about that set, but I could just hear heaven. I was worshiping in my car and I was listening to a certain song on that set, and all of a sudden I was taken up in the spirit, and I felt and I heard what was like God announcing himself that he is coming. Obviously, I started crying, and also the glory was so thick, but I could just hear him saying he's coming, and I could also feel it. The veil was so thin that it literally just felt like it's right now. Like he's coming right now, that he's announcing himself right now. The best way that I can describe the announcement, or that he's actually announcing himself right now, is like what he's trying to say. But it's like, if someone's on stage and you're being announced and you're about to come out and you're about to speak on that stage, that's how fast that announcement is that he's being announced right now. In any moment, he's about to come out. Now, the second encounter that I had was yesterday. I had a dream. The dream consisted of a ton of people. It was just a ton of people in a house, and I saw two types of people. There was a group of people that were preparing for perilous times. They were preparing for disaster, and they were trying to literally get things ready in case disaster happened. And then there was a second group that wasn't worried about that. This group was literally just focused on luxury, living a luxurious lifestyle, and literally their focus was wealth. Now there was another group which I didn't really associate with those two groups, because this group was literally on a narrow path, and this narrow path wasn't actually cute. It was a dirt narrow path. It was kind of hard to keep going through the path. It was, think about hiking isn't always easy to hike. There's some spotty parts that you have to go through, but nonetheless it was a staircase, and sometimes some of the staircases, like I said, were spotty. They were missing, so you had to kind of make a huge step so that you can climb and stay on the path. Now, I saw a ton of people getting on a ship. Think about this ship as one of those cruise ships, like the Carnival cruise ships. It was just this huge ship. I think it was bigger than one of those, to be completely honest. But this ship had literally so much wealth. I remember there was a pool, and I wanted to go in the pool, but I was literally on the narrow path, but I just knew there was a pool there. I saw some people that I knew, and I saw some people also that I didn't know. Finally made it to the top, and then the doors were open. So you get to the top, and the doors are open, which I found really interesting, because I'm I didn't know there were doors on a cruise ship like that, but this was what it was in the dream nonetheless. And upon the doors opening of this ship, I saw a man and a woman, and they were on a date. They were sitting on this huge table, and this table was literally had long rows of tables surrounding it, other people could be there, but it was being televised that they were on a date. Now, the allegory here, or the parable, I understood it to be, is the marriage supper of the Lamb. The woman being the bride, it being televised as an announcement. Now, this is what I saw when the doors opened, was that image. But the moment that I seen that image and the doors opened, I heard a knock, a really, really firm knock. Typically, if you've ever heard a knock in the spirit, or in your dream, or even audibly, specifically from the Lord, it's typically a soft knock, 1, 2, 3, he's just knocks. But this was an urgent knock, somebody telling you open the door. It wasn't just 3 knocks, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was really hard, and it was fast, open the door right now. When I tell you that I heard this knock in my spirit, and I also heard it audibly, I jolted awake, and there was urgency on my spirit once again. It was so urgent that I felt I needed to let people know around me at 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, that was a dream, and that was the encounter. Jesus is coming back really soon, and I'm so excited. Tell everyone you know, because he's announcing himself.